a classified non-disclosure agreement, signed under penalty of federal treason and stamped with an ultra-classified defense designation, sits locked inside a vault in Salt Lake City. But during an unscripted, raw moment at an off-grid technology summit, Dr. Travis Taylor finally shattered his silence, addressing a crowd of stunned researchers about the single piece of evidence the network and the United States government will never allow to air on television. If you think the secret of Skinwalker Ranch shows you everything that happens on that 512-acre patch of land, you have been completely misled about the true scale of what is taking place in Utah. In this explosive, unfiltered leak, Dr. Taylor confirms that while viewers get to watch rocket launches, radiation spikes, and drone glitches, there is a strict black line drawn by federal handlers the moment the team captures high-definition, unambiguous visual footage of intelligent, structured non-human craft operating at ground level. In this video, we are breaking down the precise moment Travis revealed how a high-speed, optical infrared camera setup inside the command center captured a fully physical, anti-gravitational entity maneuvering less than 10 feet away from the team, and why federal agents stepped in within 2 hours to confiscate the hard drives. If you tune out now, you are going to miss the exact physical description of the technology that has put the entire production under active military surveillance. This story doesn't start with a simple television network non-disclosure agreement. It traces back to the highest levels of the Pentagon's classified military intelligence structure. According to Dr. Taylor's off-script statements at the summit, the moments viewers see on television are subjected to a rigorous, multi-layered review process before a single frame of footage ever reaches the network editing room. While the team is allowed to show weird radio interference, anomalous thermal hits, and unidentifiable lights high in the atmosphere, there is an explicit red line that instantly triggers federal intervention. High-definition, unambiguous visual proof of a structured, intelligent physical craft interacting directly with the ground crew. The secret protocol, embedded within the federal oversight framework governing military contractors and UAP task force personnel, requires all multispectral sensor feeds capturing Grade 1 actionable intelligence to be isolated immediately on zero-access server nodes. During one specific high-strangeness event in the dead of night at Homestead 1, Travis Taylor and Erik Bard set up an array of high-speed, military-grade optical sensors designed to shoot in both full-spectrum ultraviolet and near-infrared at thousands of frames per second. When an anomalous object dropped out of the sky and hovered less than 10 feet above the grass, the multispectral camera rig didn't just record a blurry smudge of light. It captured a crystal-clear, high-definition 8K rendering of a structured, metallic-looking craft with sharp, geometric edges and no visible propulsion systems. The level of detail was so high that you could clearly observe the atmospheric air warping directly around the hull like hot asphalt on a summer road. Stop right here and drop a comment below. Do you think the United States government suppresses this level of crystal-clear 8K footage to protect national security? Or are they hiding the fact that non-human technology is already operating freely in our airspace? Let me know down in the comments. The aftermath of that high-definition 8K optical hit on the physical craft was fast, cold, and calculated. Inside the command center, Erik Bard and Travis Taylor stood over the main server console, watching the raw data compile from the multispectral array. They were preparing to clone the drive array and ship the uncompressed files directly to an off-site laboratory for spectroscopic analysis. But before the transfer progress bar even reached 30%, two unmarked dark SUVs pulled up outside the security gate without their headlights on. 4 individuals wearing plain tactical gear with classified federal clearance badges entered the command room. They didn't ask questions, and they didn't present a standard law enforcement warrant. Instead, they produced a binding executive-level directive citing national security exceptions for top-secret aerospace materials. They ordered the data transfer killed instantly. Within 5 minutes, the agents physically removed the primary solid-state drives, wiped the server cache using a localized electromagnetic demagnetizer, and sealed the physical media inside lead-lined transport cases. The team was explicitly warned that speaking about the specifics of that ground-level physical craft, or airing any frame of the 8K footage, would constitute an immediate violation of federal espionage statutes. That is why viewers only see the thermal blobs, the radio spikes, and the high-altitude rocket traces on TV. The ultimate ground-level evidence is sitting in a deep underground vault, classified under top-secret defense directives. Hit that subscribe button right now if this level of military-grade cover-up gets your blood boiling. We expose the real truth behind classified suppressions every single week, and you need to be locked in with us. Those federal agents thought they had completely sanitized the server rack when they demagnetized the local drives and walked out of the command center. But they underestimated Dr. Travis Taylor's decades of high-level government engineering experience. Before the agents arrived, Travis had quietly initiated an emergency, real-time mirror backup to an air-gapped, encrypted flash drive hidden inside the diagnostic port of an offline spectrum analyzer. While the full 8K video stream was seized, Travis successfully preserved the raw spectroscopic telemetry metadata. The precise, atomic signature of the light reflected off the craft's metallic hull during those crucial ground-level seconds. When Travis ran the preserved metadata through a high-level laboratory program later that night, the spectral lines revealed an element composition that does not exist on the periodic table in any natural form. The outer layer of the hull was constructed from an impossible ultra-dense alloy of stable heavy element 115, fused with a microscopic, multi-layered matrix of crystalline carbon nanostructures. This isn't just advanced human technology. It is materials science engineered at the subatomic level, designed to bend gravitational fields and render the vehicle completely weightless in Earth's atmosphere. When Travis Taylor analyzed the preserved spectroscopic metadata, he didn't just find a list of impossible subatomic alloys. The sensor readings captured something far more disturbing: a severe, localized bending of the ambient gravitational field right at ground level. As the structured craft hovered less than 10 feet above the soil, the array's laser telemetry recorded a sudden collapse in local space-time curvature. The photon flight time measured by the near-infrared lasers directly beneath the hull didn't match the physical distance to the ground. In plain English, the light was taking longer to travel a 10-foot gap than it should have, proving that the object was generating an intense, localized gravitational microsingularity to hover silently without using traditional thrust. The craft was literally sitting inside its own isolated gravitational bubble, completely disconnected from Earth's physical laws. This explains why every physical sensor in the command center began to malfunction simultaneously. Clocks inside the telemetry rig desynchronized by milliseconds, voltage lines fluctuated wildly, and digital video feeds corrupted into static. The vehicle wasn't just visiting the ranch. It was warping the fabric of reality around itself to remain immune to terrestrial gravity. As the craft had created a localized gravitational singularity and began to vanish from ground level, the high-frequency spectrum analyzer in the command center recorded a sudden 1.6 GHz RF burst, the exact frequency that has haunted the team across multiple seasons on the ranch. When Travis Taylor ran the raw RF burst through an algorithmic digital signal processor, he didn't find random cosmic static or radio noise. The waveform contained a clean, repeating, machine-coded binary matrix. Decoding the first 3 lines of the binary string revealed a structured mathematical sequence, fundamental prime numbers, followed by an exact offset coordinate matching the orbital plane of the moon. But embedded beneath the mathematical sequence was a repeating audio-encoded telemetry marker that translates directly to a warning. It was an automated broadcast signal, a planetary diagnostic ping warning that any artificial attempt to breach or open the subterranean vault under the Mesa would destabilize the local magnetosphere. The entity or craft hovering at ground level wasn't attacking the crew. It was executing a living, automated monitoring protocol triggered by the team's high-frequency laser and rocket tests. What happened immediately following that 1.6 GHz signal breakdown proved why Dr. Travis Taylor wasn't just a television personality on Skinwalker Ranch. He was the key bridge connecting civilian research directly to top-tier military intelligence. Less than 48 hours after the high-definition ground-level capture and the federal drive raid, Travis was summoned directly to a secure, underground facility beneath the Pentagon. It was during this closed-door briefing that officials from the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force formally brought Dr. Taylor into their classified operations. They revealed that the 1.6 GHz signal and the ground-level gravitational bending observed at the ranch was not an isolated local incident. The Department of Defense confirmed they had tracked identical RF signatures and localized space-time warps over classified military testing ranges across the American West. The government wasn't censoring the ranch's video feeds just to protect television ratings. They were guarding a fundamental, world-altering reality. Humanity is living alongside a non-human subsurface network that actively monitors and controls our technological boundaries. Travis Taylor risked his career, his high-level security clearance, and his personal safety to hint at this off-camera truth. The 8K footage sitting inside those lead-lined federal cases isn't just evidence of a UFO. It is proof that our understanding of physics, history, and human sovereignty on Earth is about to be rewritten forever. Do you think the United States government will ever release that seized 8K footage to the public? Or will it take a rogue whistleblower to break the ultimate gag order? Drop your final thoughts and theories in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss an exclusive drop. Until next time, keep questioning everything and watch the skies.